Okay, so we thought that we would share. These are a little bit of our opinion and a little bit of the research that we've done on, because there's been a lot of research on the psychology of parenting. And it's real easy to mess up your kids. But we also know people who had friggin' horrible parents and they turned out awesome. So even if you're messing them up, even if you're a lousy parent, your kids might turn out okay. Let's talk about parenting guilt. Okay, so both kids are in the car, and I can't remember what it was, but I had to do a business call. I had to leave a voicemail, a business voicemail, and it was like something really, really important, so I needed the kids to be quiet. And like right in the middle of me leaving the voicemail, they both like went berserk and were fighting. And I thought I had ended the voicemail, and do I yell?
No.
I never yell. I never yell at the kid. I shouldn't say never. I did sometimes. And so I thought I'd ended the voicemail message, and then I went ballistic on them. I'm like, for the love of God, I can't believe it. I was like freaking out on them. And then I looked down and I realized the call was still recording, which shouldn't be the reason why I feel guilty. I should feel guilty because I should have waited to leave that message at a different time, and I had unrealistic expectations. I was taking it out on them that I was stressed. And it was a God thing, I think, because it was just like, oh, how could I have freaked out on them when it's 1,000% my fault? So and I had a lot of guilt over that, and I just remember apologizing to them and explaining to them that was not their fault, and that I think I learned from Dr. Michaela that the quicker you can own your mistakes with your children and apologize to them, the less trauma they experience. So let's address guilt. And this is my personal opinion, is that guilt is a good thing. Guilt is often your conscience telling you something's not right. So let's talk about some of the things that for sure are damaging to children.
So some of the damaging things is like competition, and when it's competition meaning like between siblings, or even competition with your kid, like don't compete with your kid type of thing. Mm-hmm. Criticizing, limiting beliefs.
What is that? So limiting beliefs would be, for example, things that you say that you pass on as a legacy, like, well, all the women in our family
are overweight.
Yeah, exactly. Or we're just poor.
Yeah. We're never going to have enough money.
Everybody in our family gets divorced.
Yeah.
People in our family have heart attacks by age 40. Like, these are limiting beliefs.
Dictator, so somebody that's just like it's either your way or the highway.
Which is a funny thing to say, because you're like, well, I'm the parent, it should be my way or the highway. But
there's a way to do it, though.
Yeah, I think children need a voice. Like, they need to know that their voice matters and their intuition matters, and that it will be considered. Ultimately, mom and dad know best, but your opinion will be considered. Scarcity
mindset. Scarcity mindset and limiting beliefs are similar.
Yeah.
So scarcity mindset is somebody that is not,
money doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. So it's kind of like the parent that's doing it right is like teaching the child how to make money and how to fend for themselves as they're growing up. Comparison. So like especially comparison to like this really. Like in school or sports, and you're like comparing them with like, this is not how your brother did it, or this is not how your sister did it, or why can't you be more like your brother or your sister, or why can't you be more like Johnny across the street? It's like that.
The worst.
It's the comparison thing.
Especially siblings, but even like comparing them to another kid on the team, or what you did, that's the worst of all. Narcissistic parents are the worst.
Minimizing.
Yeah, like minimizing a child's feelings or their dreams or their aspirations, like if they don't match up with where you want them to be or what you want them to do, like that's what I mean by minimizing.
Inattentiveness.
So what do you mean?
Inattentive. Mm-hmm. So you're not like present. Mm-hmm. You're not like...
You're ignoring your child.
You're ignoring your child.
And of course, words really hurt children. So when you talk about their appearance, when you are belittling them, name calling of any kind, even when you say you're acting like a spoiled brat, like that is name calling. This is not good if you're trying to create a confident adult. teaching them that they have to get straight A's and they have to do everything perfectly. You know what that does? It creates an adult who's afraid to try, because if it's not perfect, they're going to get punished or they're not going to be loved or accepted. Reward your child and honor your child based on their effort. Like parents who punish their children for not getting straight A's and then walk into the classroom and demand that the teacher change their grade to an A, I want to pinch your heads off. Because you know what you're doing? You're teaching your child to be an adult paralyzed by perfectionism. And that ain't good.
All right, let's change it over. This is enough negative. Let's go positive.
Okay.
So, role modeling a healthy relationship.
Hello. That's important.
Very important, right? So that they can see what it's
supposed to look like.
What it's supposed to look like, and healthy relationship and communication, affection. Mm-hmm. Hugging your kids. Mm-hmm. Yep. Acceptance.
Yeah. So if you are accepting of your own body, accepting of your uniqueness, your children are going to see that, and they are going to understand that that's what they should accept themselves. If you're role modeling, if you're saying negative things about your body or things you always want to change about yourself, then your children are going to believe that they need to change something about themselves. You have to teach your kids.
It's okay to fail.
Yeah.
Failure's okay. Because you grow. Because if you don't, if like failure's bad, then when they get older, they're never going to pull the trigger on anything.
You can't be successful without a lot of failure. So if you're not teaching your kids how to fail and how to fix it themselves, like how bad is it when parents are fixing it for their kids?
Yeah. Time equals a priority.
Well, meaning that what you are spending your time on, you're telling your children this is a priority.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Right. So if you're working 24/7, which is really easy to do if you're an entrepreneur, you're telling your children this is a priority and you're not. Like what you say yes to, in essence, you're telling your children, I'm saying yes to this and therefore I'm saying no to this. Of course you have to work, but it's finding that balance so that children know they come first.
Trust and honesty. I think that was always one that we told them, we're just going to trust you and until you prove
us a reason
not to trust.
Yeah.
So life skills. So we feel it's very important for your kid to learn different things, and it kind of
that they don't teach in school.
That they don't teach in school.
Don't ever forget that you've got to work at it. Like if you want to be in better shape, you work at it. You buy resources and tools and you listen to experts. And I wish more people would do that when it comes to parenting. If they did, the world would be a much better place. If we focused as much time as we did on learning about diet or learning about our bodies or learning about celebrities, if we spent even half that much time trying to figure out how to be a better parent, oh my gosh. Because they don't come home with a manual. Thanks for being here live with us, guys. Appreciate you. All right.
Thank you.
You got to go like this on your pose at the end. There you go. That's perfect. So perfect. Hold it. Hold it.